Hello everybody. Today in the game I was thinking about I'll put down a little box for donations, but I needed to create a book or note to explain about it, and I thought I don't know how to do that, so I've done a bit of research, and so we will just go through the process and see where it leads us. So the first thing is I thought about paper. Now paper can't be made in the game as of yet. This is release 39, and so at the moment they have to be purchased off vendors. Now the vendor can be found in Owl's Head in the books and maps. There are other vendors in the game, so if we go in and see what he's selling, so here's Alvin. So if we just have a look what he's selling a sheet of paper for 2 gold. He also is selling blank books. Now they can be crafted in the game now, but in the early part of the game you had to buy them, and they're still purchasable here if you don't want to take the time to make them. So I've already bought 100 sheets of paper to show where they all are, and I also bought these recipes. Now those recipes are from the lower market in Owl's Head, because in Owl's Head you have the upper market with some stores and shops. So you have a look round those, see what you can buy, and then we'll take a walk or run, just do a Usain Bolt and go to the lower market. You can see why it's called the lower market, because it's on the lower end. You go past some sheep for mutton, past the crafting station, into the place where most of the recipes can be purchased in the game, but they might send them throughout the world. Now in here we have Harold. Now Harold is where we got the blank books from. So if we use the filter, we've got the blank book and a hospitality's book, and I don't know what the difference is, so we'll find out. You can also make sheet music, which I'll look at a later date. This is where you can get most of the recipes from in the game at the moment. So they all have their special areas. This one's cloth and wood crafting. I believe Norman deals with metal crafting, and he's got some stone stuff, so he's mostly the stone stuff, like the wells. And then you have over here Addon. He's a food and alchemist, or some of the alchemist spells, because there is another trader in the game who is an alchemist. But just in here we have William, where you can buy potions, nightshade, and also quite a few recipes. So the recipes will be placed throughout the world as they come out. So, and as the game develops, So what I'm going to do now is we need a printing press, and the place where we can find that is, have we got anybody in the friends list back at Bay Luminaire? Sorry, not what I wanted. Click on that. If not, nobody's at Bay Luminaire, so we'll use the recall spell. That'll take us back to our house in the game, and if you want to know about the scrolls, you'll find all of those on my YouTube channel. So just wait for him to get there. As say, if you look in the link below, you'll find that. Just getting some things ready. There we go. Bring that. Right, if you look in the links below, you'll find that you will see my YouTube page. Let's just bring that up, and if you want to subscribe, if you just click on the subscribe button there, then you'll be subscribed to my channel and you'll know when material comes out. You'll also see all the videos in the playlist. Right, now here we are back outside the house after using the recall spell, and there's a glitch in the game, that noise you heard. So what I believe we need to do now is head to a crafting table. Oh no, before we go we might need something else, so what we need to do is find out what the recipes need. So I don't want to run too far, just in case we need some resources. Once you've purchased a recipe, if you double click on it, it will do what I didn't expect. Looks like if you double click on a piece of paper, you can actually start writing. We'll have a look at that later. So that's got recipe, that's just got blank sheet of paper. So recipe for blank book, 2 clicks, it vanishes and it goes into your recipe book, which is where you craft items from. And a blank book needs wood pulp, spool of cotton thread, some leather and some crafting scissors. So we'll go back in the house and we'll find those. And what does the hospitality's book need? A blank book, oh, and a hospitality's symbol. So that's another video, because it'd be interesting to find out what that symbol is. So today we're going to work on the blank book. Now from the previous, we'll put that sheet of paper in there. Now from the previous video where we made the recall scrolls from, I made loads of wood pulp. So, well, not loads, that needs 20, so we've got enough to make 2 books, which will be enough, because you can make wood pulp from wood scrap, which I will quickly go through that again. We'll make another 3 to bring that to 60, and then we can make 3 books. Now you need some cotton thread, and some leather and the tailoring scissors. So let's go in to where we've got all our items stored, and I want to make everything from scratch. So we are going to need some cloth and leather items. Now we need some leather, so I'm going to need to make leather. Animal hides is what you use to make leather. Animal hides get skinned off of creatures in the game. How much leather do we need? So 4, so we're going to need 12. So if we take 20, one batch should be enough. And then it says spool of cotton thread. Now I've probably got some of that, but again we want to show you it in the how to make it. And how many do we need? 5. So I'll take the lot because I'm uncertain. Just check my loom shuttles. Yep, okay. And I know we're going to need the wax and the curing salt for the recipes. And I'm hoping I don't leave anything behind. And then we needed some tailoring scissors. Now I think, oh no, those are standard. All the tools here are your standard tools. There are some extra tools in the game. If I show you some, you know, we've got the edge chisel, the stone chisel, the wire mold, the wire pliers. Those are not standard tools, so you need to have those for some of the advanced recipes. So I'm pretty sure we've got everything. So now we're going to go to the crafting station. Here we go, doing our bolt again. Up through, here we go. Now, which station did we need? So we'll go back to the recipe book, and we need to find the recipe. Now I'm pretty certain it was in the tailoring. Let's have a look. I think it's tailoring. It does tell us when we created the item. So we just have a, here we go, yeah, is the tailoring station. So if we go to the tailoring station, we can have a look at the recipe again. And we'll use the filter. And here's the recipe. We need some wood pulp, cotton threads and leather, and of course the scissors, which are already equipped. So we will start off with the spool of cotton thread. Okay, so you'll see down here the recipe requires raw cotton, so that's where that comes in, which you can either grow in the game or you can find it on cotton bushes in the game. So 2 clicks, and what we'll do, I think we needed 5, so it's going to be a batch. pretty certain it was 5. Means we'll need about 15, so 20 should be enough. I don't know if it makes 2 actually. Oh, it makes 2, so I'll stop it after 10. But as I say, whilst that's crafting away, also in the links below you'll find a link to my Facebook page which you can leave comments on, and also a link to Marky Dragon's store, which I also have on my Facebook page, where if you buy items for the game or some other games like EVE Online, I receive a small amount of money to help me make the show. So let's go back, we're about halfway there. So, and we've got 16. Let's get that up to 20 and see if that's enough. So I think it was 5. Now I'm gonna see if we can, yeah, I've hit the escape key to actually stop the batch. So now the next thing we need is some leather. Now that is made at the tanning station. So if you double click on it, and if we go LEA, we've got leather. Now leather needs 2 animal hide, 1 curing salt, and a tanning knife, which is already equipped. And I think we need 5 of those, so it should be 15. So we will do a batch. Oh, we might not have enough. I thought we should have bought all the animal hide. Right, how many can we make? And we will make that many books. So we hit 20. That will give us our maximum, which is 10. We'll craft them. It should still be enough for 1 book, if nothing else. If not, I'll just pause the video and then we can make some more later on. Let's say the books in the game, you can write your own stories, publish them so that you can sell them in the game. So if you want to keep a tally of what you're doing in the game, also they can be used for guild events and all such things. You could do videos, books on how to do things in the game, various things you could do with them. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with the books in the game. So that's number 9 failed. See what number 10 does. There we go. And we might as well do the one that failed. If it failed, you lost the curing salt, and of course you got 1 wear point on your tool, but you don't lose the animal hides. There we go. So now we've got all the ingredients to we'll see how many books we can make. So let's have a look. Let's go book. Cut. And there's the book. And we can make 1. Why can we only make 1? Because we needed a bit more pulp. So 4, 4, 8, 12, we got enough of that. 15, we got enough for that. So pulp needs 60, but that's going to be too long, so we'll make 2. So we need 3 more bits of pulp. So wood pulp, the joyous wood pulp. Now wood pulp, let's just do a fill. No. Wood pulp can be made from wood, of course, pine or maple wood, but seeing as that's rather rare in the game because you can't grow it, you can break down salvage cheap tools like some little axes that are only worth a few gold in the game, and you can salvage them and they'll give you some wood pulp, bows and arrows and wood weapons are normally the best things to scrap, to get wood scrap, and of course then you're not using the valuable wood in the game. So we needed another 3. I don't know if it, I think it makes, don't know if it's 1 or 2, find out. So it's 1, so we'll do it again, and we'll do another 2, that will give us 60. They both succeed. There's 1, and the last, if it succeeds, there's 2. So take those. Now we should have enough to make 2 books. And let's go to the crafting station. Go book. And double click, and we can make 2. No, 3. I can make 3. Okay, so make 3. Can't count, obviously. Here's 1 book. Number 2. And number 3. So let's have a look at them, see what we've created. So now we have a blank book. Now you can write text in the book, or you can input text, so we'll have to work out what those are. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the house, so we can just get ourselves all sorted. Quick little jog through Bay Lunaire. Say, nice big dragon up here. Lots of big statues coming, and there's some topiaries from the summer or spring telethon. Now I'm just going to find out what we can do with these books, and I will be back shortly. Right, here we are back again after doing some research, and we will show you what I found out about books. So here we have our crafted book. If we double click, we can now write some text. You have to give the book a title. So this is a book. Now you can choose default or runic. We will come back to that in a little while. So we'll go a book. Now if you try and close the book so you can come back to it, you'll find you can't, because on closing the book it'll discard all of the work. So you've got to have your book ready to do. Now you can prepare some text and then import it, which we'll go through in a minute. The other thing you could do, of course, is publish your book, which again it will tell you once it's been edited you can't come back to it. So we're going to close it down, and don't mind discarding, because the other thing you can do is import text. So you can have a story or a book written, it must be in a text format. So if it's, must be in a text format, so whatever editor you use, make certain you save it as a text file. Now where to put it, if we open the import text, you'll see there's an address down here where to put your text. The other thing about writing is you can only have 8,000 characters, and anything you type, including space, is a character. So if you want to do some big books, 8,000 characters is your limit. Of course you can have book 1 and book 2 of a series, but we need to give it a title, and then we need to find out where these texts are stored. So you can go into your Explorer window and you can type that, which is time consuming, or the quick way, or a way that I find. No wrong ways in computing, just different ways. End results are what it's all about. So we highlight and then hit the Control and C to copy it to our clipboard. Now if we go to the desktop, you can see we've got our window open, so I'm actually in the right place. But if we just select it, right mouse click and paste, that'll paste a load of text into the window. Now we need to delete some of the characters. So from the back where the flashing cursor is, we need to delete everything up to the S in books, and then from the C, which most of you will have C, if some of you have saved it to a D drive, the game, it'll be another letter of course, but most will be C. You delete everything before the letter C. If you've done it wrong, you'll get an error, but if you've done it right, you will be taken to the directory. As you can see, I've got another text and test. So now if we go back to the game, you can see another text, and it's already prepared for test. So what I'm going to do is just show you how to create your text files. So we go back to the desktop, and here in the window you can use any editors you want. So you can do Word, so if you want to do a big book of no more than 8,000 characters, you can spell check and everything, but you must save as a text file. So we go New, Text Document. We could use Word or other programs, but we just use Text Document. We can title it, but we'll leave it like that. We can open it up and then we can start typing. and then we go File, Save, or Save As. It's got to be in a text format, and then Save, and then yes, I can overwrite. So now we've got another text document. So if we go back to the game, and up here we've got refresh, and as you can see, another text document. Now you can always then cancel out of it, or you can publish, and you'll get the warning that you can't re-edit it. So we will publish the book, and now we have a book to place in the world. You can see it's a book crafted by Scarface. So you can place the book in the world for people to read, and depending on your permissions, you can then take them, put them into your inventory. Now the other thing that we found was blank sheets of paper already bought, so you can go straight to writing. Now it doesn't look like you could import text, so you know it's only a quick note. It's a quick note, and that's the title. There we go. Can we import? No. So from here we can start typing the QWLTY, and then we can options, you can turn it into runic if you want to. So let's go continue, publish, then we can publish it. Now we've got an item in the game called quick note. So if we look at it, it's got a quick note by Scarface, so we can place that in the game. 2 clicks, we can open it up. Then if the permissions on your lot, because you can place them on lots, don't think you can place them in the world, but according to your permissions of whether you can pick things up or not. But we can pick them up and we can put it into our inventory. So that there was a quick, well, not that quick, but a tutorial and paper and how to edit your books. Hope you found it helpful. Remember, you can buy items from the link in the Market Dragon store to help the show. And if you liked, please like, subscribe and leave comments. And thanks for watching.